Drake put out a new album called For All the Dogs, and Joe Budden on his podcast was saying the things that he feel like Drake need to kind of should be doing. And, you know, hang around older people. And, you know, Drake is the culture, so he could dictate what's cool. He don't have to follow what the young kids are doing and stuff like that. Now, the clips that's gone viral has been all the, like, shit talking that Joe Budden was doing. But if you watch the full episode, he does praise Drake on several other songs. You know, there's several other songs, if you watch the full episode, where he's like, yo, but I like this song, that song go hard, that beat go hard.
But that's not good for clickbait.
That's not good for clickbait. But then I seen Drake, and I would consider, I'm a fan of Drake. Like, I like Drake. You know, Drake is one of them. He's in my top 5, you know, and anybody that disagrees.
Current or all time?
All time.
All time.
Drake is in my top 5, my personal top 5. When he spits actual bars. Yeah. Not
nice, man. When
he spits actual bars, not the same song and stuff, but when it's poetic. So that's just for me. That's and I can understand anybody that disagree. So I'm a fan of his. So when Joe Budden was saying the things that he was saying, I'm like, well, and Joe Budden will admit, he said, I'm a stan of Drake, meaning like I'm a fan of him. I'm very critical because I'm such a fan of him, and I expect so much from him. Yeah. So then I was like, okay, because Drake got on social media. He was like, Joe Budden, he went and did this long, typed out this long monologue, dissertation. And he went in on Joe Budden.
You are a failure.
You're a failure. He was saying Joe Budden's a failure. He was like, I have my own plane and you sit and coach, or whatever the fuck he was saying. But then when I was like, okay, how do you know when to separate hate from constructive criticism? Because if he was to really, if Drake was really to take a step back and listen to what Joe Budden was saying, not just the clips, but the full perspective, I think he would be able to say some of this shit might be factual.
When you can make that difference is when your ego is in check. That's when. When your moral compass is straight and your ego is in check. That's when you can actually hear it.
Also, when your
ego like that.
I don't think what Joe Budden did was hating, because
but Drake saw it as hate.
Drake saw it.
I have a theory like this too, because everyone else around Drake is probably, Drake. They don't even tell him the truth. You know what I mean? I believe this. If you say you were to say something to me, like, yo, like that's, what do you think about? What about say that joke? What if you say it like this, or what if you try it this way? To me, that's constructive criticism. If you just be like, oh, that's trash. That's hating. You know what I mean? Because you're not doing anything to better the situation. You're just trying to like.
But he saw it as that though. Yeah. He saw that constructive criticism as hate.
Yeah.
That's all he heard it, and that's his ego who heard it.
You gotta look at it as relationships. Like, so when you volunteer the information, it feels like hate. If I was like, I don't like your shirt, Justin.
Instead of asking.
I don't
right,
like
instead
it,
of asking.
Versus, somebody's like, how do you feel about my shirt? It's not for me, but I mean, it looks good on you.
Constructive
like
criticism.
that's constructive. But if I just open up and like, this nigga's shirt, man, I hate your shirt.
Yeah.
Want me down, I get it.